Hello and welcome back to Kelly60 Plays. We're playing some more Bakugan Battle Brawlers for the Nintendo Wii. Last time we took a tour around the Bakugan store as well as did an extra battle in the park. But now after getting our partner Bakugan, or a talking Bakugan, we are now going to head into the Neo Challengers Tournament. Yeah, apparently Leonidas is a little on the aggressive side. I hope that doesn't go into anything. So, at the start, this is essentially a subsection of the previous menu. A couple menus. So, you can either head back to the main. You can either save. You can hit B and head back to the main map. You can check your deck. You can go straight into battle, should your deck be fine. Or you can check out your opponent, as I just did. It's Shuji again. And it's free Tourney, so it sounds like the game already said two others had joined, so the third one's just a random crap shoot. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the brothers. Now, I'm gonna try and skip battle stuff just because it's redundant. And at least in tourneys to save stuff off, I'm going to try and fight every Bakugan. Just to show how I would do it with this specific loadout. You may notice there's something new that appeared at the beginning of my turn. It looked like a little gauge appeared under my character UI. And you would be correct, it did have that. Oh, and there it is again. Well, as normal, I did go after some upgrades, or as I said, I was going to do some off-level grinding. I decided to put some of those Bakugan points into upgrading a Bakugan. I bet you can guess exactly which Bakugan I upgraded. Leonidas now has 370 G-Power, and all stats are about mediocre, at about 3 each. Okay. With how the power does, I want low and to the right. At least 2 of my cards work for this Bakugan, so this should work in my favor. Watch I get murdered because of my bad decisions. And yes, some of these creatures, while others look fine, Sting Lash on the other hand is definitely not. Overpower. The Bakugan used by the player with the most gate cards. No one has any gate cards, so that's useless. This is a shaking battle, though. I can go. He'll use up all his ability cards right now. But as I was going over earlier, I am going to try to at least alleviate some of that extra that I had to do. We'll be doing off screen just so that I have, you know, better Bakugan or cards. To alleviate some of that backbone area, I am going to attempt to fight every Bakugan on every card in tourneys. Because I have no other reason not to. Where were you going? Now, granted, that does mean I can't, so long as the NPCs are not doing what I want them to do, I do have to, skip around. I mean, I could throw all 3 Bakugan down, but there's no point. Oh, that's too low. Okay, nope. Right into... Oh, the darkest Bakugan went into the darkest, area. By the way, these are both in front of him. I'm just gonna throw down the card. If I have to beat him using just Saurus, I'm gonna laugh. Let's put it where his last card was. It's obvious he's trying to use his Serpenoid and not his Terraclaw. At some point, you just have to do something. Oh. I'm winning on this next card. If he doesn't get on anything, I get both. It's Terraclaw versus my you know what. Well, that's a win, but I at least got the 2 large G-powered Bakugan. There's nothing I can do here. The NPC's just being an NPC. I could have just pushed it off, but I don't want to spend another 10 minutes here. Just use the ability cards because there's nothing I can do. There's no point in Leonidas battling. Because a successful stay equals a gate card. And by the way, Ravenoid's card was not the one that was landed on. Yeah, and as mentioned earlier, shaking battles are one of the easiest to win. The later levels try and do something about that, and some things definitely cause other issues. Gate card 1. Oh, would you look at that? I just won. Because the opponent decided not to land on the battlefield. I wanted it to him to. Okay, we are good there. Who is our next opponent? I feel Chaos Bakugan. Runo. Okay, one of the battle brawlers. Chaos is technically what most people think as the opposite of the Bakugan choice I chose for this playthrough, which is the darkest element. So, that's going to bite me right towards the later end of the game, but it's going to help me at the end game. Gate card set. Field open gate card set. Bakugan. Brawl. Shut up. This game is... What, in instances like this, the game can be dull because all you're doing is trying to out-strategize the AI. That's on easy. And yes, at least some of the other characters tend to be better than the Shuji type of character. That's Spear Ripper. Oh no, that's Stinglash. So this is roughly equal, and this is a 10G game. So unless Reno decides to use ability cards, I will have, since this is obviously a timing battle card. Ten is one thing. Okay. Will she use the... Now I'm going to... Nope. What you may have noticed with that red card, it says Power Surge, and it looks like it's the Shaking Battle. There are cards that do dictate what the next battle will be in this point. That Power Surge changes the normal So, yeah, timing is not one I try to do like this, but I kind of had no choice in that matter. I still won, but that was a little on the risky side, so to speak. Okay. It's not like this card where... It's not like it's this specific type where it's super easy to mess with the AI. Because at least the AI don't have any place for that. I'm fighting the Robotalion. Man, thank you, Runo, for being one of, if not the best characters so far. Because trust me, fighting the little Shuji's younger brother did not help. Because he, like, purposefully avoided the gate cards. Much like his older brother. Oh. Blaze it. Equalizer. Yeah, that's only going to bring you up to 400. And you wasted the card. She wasted that card. Trying to be careful with the shaking because, yeah, with the wrist strap, it can definitely sound weird. To say the least. And I'm the one playing. Trust me. Okay, I have one card left, and it's as well as only one Bakugan left. If you're wondering, yes, technically, I think this is technically character trait. I think Runo is programmed to try and go for a head-on battle in almost all situations. She's sending a gate card. And there's Spear Ripper. That is a 300G pointed Bakugan. That's going to get screwed. Schooled. Like, literally, this is a schooling match. Thank you for the free 300G Bakugan points. Thank you. I don't like doing shooting battles, honestly. It's hard with how I had to do with my current setup, because sitting at a desk is not, with nowhere to actually place the sensor bar, is a crutch, so to speak. You have to do something. Okay, let's see how badly of a G-power budget. Under half, but it did pause every so often. I skipped that. Because I should mention, there is a actually very interesting thing this game does do. And that is, depending on, especially when it comes to special Bakugan, if you use a special card, such as, say, Leonidas' Alpha Blaster, or say if we were fighting Dan and his Dragonoid would be and he used the ability card Boosted Dragon, it would use a different attack than the standard attacking animation. So as you saw, while under Alpha Blaster, Leonidas tries to do this big, like, laser attack. But, no. My mind farted right there. But if you don't use the Alpha Blaster ability card, or it's already used and you can't use it, Leonidas will actually do a charging claw attack, setting apart the fact that you're using an ability versus not using an ability. Can I buy a specific red card? Currently. No. I have to wait till the tourney's over. $50. Okay, I already have one of the higher ones. Blaze is pro. If I didn't want a second a card that would work with my darkest Bakugan, I'd probably go with that. The card I was looking for is definitely probably at least tag tourney based. So it might not be until the next tourney. So I'll have to wait till next time to get it. But after you defeat a character in a tourney, they are typically added to the they will then be added into the standard roster in the park. Now, obviously, you can choose these characters anytime you want in the multiplayer stuff. Because, yes, there is local multiplayer for this game. But that is for another time. Next time we meet, we'll be doing the Neo Challengers Tourney finale, final match. And after that, I'll probably have enough stuff grinded up or farmed up in the park to immediately head into the next requirement, the next tourney, which is based on the Aquas attribute. Oh, I'm spoiling the game. and may have a certain gimmick to it and its level. So, other than that, thank you all so much for stopping by and watching. Me play some Bakugan. Man, this game's fun. It's boring but fun. Well, the first tourney is boring because you can't do anything. Trust me, I will do at least one match of the next tourney in the next part if it's unlocked. If I end up actually doing that. Just to say I did it. Just to have some actual fun playing a Bakugan game, playing this game. Because the first tourneys obviously get you used to the game. Then start throwing the weird stuff that you can only do in the game later. Trust me, it will be fun and not as static as this. I mean, it'll still be fairly static. It's it's essentially a point and shoot game. But anyways, thank you all so much for stopping by and watching. This is KelDu60 signing off. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And I'll see you next time for more video game related content. Or, I say video game related content, but I am starting to branch out into some other things over on a certain other streaming platform that are not fully video game-esque. It might be could be video game related, which is why I typically say video game related content. But at least the last one technically wasn't until like the very end. But anyways, thank you all so much for stopping by. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time. Stay safe. Bye.